So many people have been asking me on what the current blue hive meta actually looks like to do with the hive composition, the amulets, the mutations, the Beesquips, and how to overall just fix your hourly honey per hour. Now, there have been a few changes, I guess, since my last video that was 1 year ago, because as you do know, diamond bees are pretty crazy for blue, but the thing is with diamond bees is I don't really recommend using them if you are more of an early blue hive at the start, only if you're more of an end game blue hive with a tad alt account and a higher level, really like level 18, 19, even level 20 plus. Because if you didn't know, diamond bee does give 25% bonus honey anytime it converts at hive, which is actually crazy. But let's start off with the actual hive first. Now, I would say if you don't have many mythics at the start and you're trying to be blue hive and overall just trying to progress for the game, then just get bubble bees and frosty bees as a replacement for the mythics. So bubble as a replacement for tadpole and frosty as a replacement for the buoyant bee, and then you will just macro or make honey like that until you get these bees like that. You can also get baby bees as a replacement for the baby love ability that does give ×2 pollen. Anyway though, starting off with first, and this is either if you haven't tad ult or not, because I mean, to be honest, even if you do have a tad ult at the start and you're more of a level 13 plus blue hive, level 15 plus up to level 18, level 19, your hive should be a baseline looking like this baseline over here, because we have one bubble, one commander, and you can kind of see all the bees there already with 20 buoyant bees and 10 tadpole bees. Because if you didn't know, blue hive is all about replacing and trying out bees for yourself, not really on some like, oh yeah, we gotta go off this hive forever, I'm underfilling, I'm making more actually, or overfilling, but who cares, I have to follow this guide. And no, you don't have to copy this hive directly, you can just use this as a baseline for yourself, because let's just say you are either making more or you are either making less. Because if you are making more and overfilling, you clearly have loads of nectar, a really low balloon blessing. I'm guessing please also get the highest balloon blessing you guys can, it will be really helpful. I won't go crazy in depth yet, this is just more of a hive guide on how to really get a little better at blue hive, then I'll go more in depth later on. But make sure your balloon blessing is really high though, that's for everyone. And I will go over in a second more of the end game blue hive as well with the diamond hive. But anyway, as you are seeing though, you could remove things like fuzzy bee if you are crazy overfilling, you could remove things like ninja bee, you could go down a few tadpole bees and put in more buoyant bees, you could get better Beesquips with focus on your pink shades and go down a music bee for free. It really just depends what Beesquips and everything you do have with blue. Now you could try windy bee even if you are blue hive 2, I would recommend it, try if you make more with it. If you have a tadpole alt account, not if you don't really. You do want to have a really good haste though, because windy bee kills that and it gives you the tornado. And fuzzy bee is in that hive if you are wondering why, it's because so many people in macro servers still require it. And if you are in a private server, macro server with friends, it is so much more worth it for only few people to have 2, 3 depending on the level to run it, or the pollination on the field, so you'll make way more and everyone in that server will make way more pop stars, more everything, and just like that it will be amazing. And you can start first with getting rid of the fuzzy bee, as it only gives 1x plus bomb power, which isn't really that useful. And if you have a tadpole alt account, fuzzy is not worth running at all, so please don't get it. There are obviously loads of other changes you can make to this hive at an early level still, up to like level 18, 19, 20 plus, such as the tadpole bees either having a little less or either having a little more, but don't go above 13 and don't go under 7 tadpole bees. But you can just try what will make you more, is really what I'd say. And quickly as well, for the people that are level 20 plus, I would say, and also need an alt account, even level 18 or 19 or just 20 plus, as I said, you can try out having a diamond hive with a little less fillers, as it's all based on optimization on your alt accounts, amulets and Beesquips, as I always have said. But we do have basically 12 to 16 buoyant bees, 8 to 13 diamond bees, 7 to 8 tadpole bees, can go lower with extremely high fill or running for X on honey day, as you are seeing. Because of the diamond bees being so crazy, you do have an exhausted bee there and all these other things. It's more so on what you have. Windy is pretty nice, you have a puppy bee and more exhausted. I think I've said that already though. You do see all the Beesquips there probably, so I don't really gotta go over them crazy. You can go down to 3 music bees, as I've said before, if you do have extra focus and everything. For the Beesquip, puppy is really 50-50 though, can be swapped on extra looker for extra fill, considering the antlers don't really give damage capacity as it's capacity percent, so, and the reindeer guidance isn't that consistent. Dummy can be kept for possibly a few things. Here is what your tadpole ult should look like as well, real quick for anyone wondering. Have like 4 to 6 fuzzy bees on each account if you have about 2 ults or so. Loads of shocked bees there, hasty or stubborn bee, or both. Of course festive, you have bucko and more. Have a few buoyant bees there, and overall just tadpole bees. For the mutations, I would say the mythics should have convert 20% plus. Tadpole bees can get bee move speed, but overall convert, because I doubt you'd be that rich on mutations, and you do really want mutations in your hive. Like even convert on your tadpole bee will be really important. Same with gummy, and also on your diamond bees, they will be crazy for you. For the Beesquips, if you are wondering too, let me quickly go over them. So pine cones, of course, elf caps, of course, you do want some toy drums, you do want the lip balm, you do want the candy ring, the snow tiara, the reindeer antlers, a bead lizard, the paper angel, and pink shades with focus, a whistle, a paper clip, a kazoo, peppermint antennas, the beret, the beesmas top, the snow globe, the toy horn, the festive wreath, charm bracelet, and more. Try get all those Beesquips if you can and run them. For the amulets over here, let me just say for the SSA, I would recommend getting blue pollen, convert rate, bee ability rate, critical chance, and pollen. For the ant amulet, I would say get critical chance, critical power, blue pollen, pollen, and white pollen. Then for the stigbug amulet, I don't have it over here, but I would say basically just get blue pollen or up to 10% pollen, as you can also get 2 blue bee attack, and 30% blue bomb pollen or up to 15% bomb pollen if you can't get blue pollen yet, or blue bomb pollen. For the moon amulet, I would say get 8% honey per pollen up to it, and bond from treats or 50% white pollen. And for the cog amulet from Robo Challenge, if you guys didn't know, you should definitely get blue pollen, bubble pollen, ability token lifespan, 5% instant blue conversion, blue bee attack, or 15% attack. And for the king beetle amulet and the shell amulet, so I don't have the king beetle here, but you would want to get convert rate, bee attack, and bamboo and blue flyfield pollen, because it will be really important for Tad sync and stuff if you are getting it. And for the shell amulet over here, you do want to get 25 convert amount up to it, or 5% pollen and boom bro. So yeah, I'm not trying to go so crazy in depth with everything just yet. I just wanted to show you guys a hive on what you should focus on getting for it. It's all really experimental, as I said. I hope the amulets and everything have helped to Beesquips and stuff. I will go more in depth in everything, how to fix things. If you still need help with something, let me know. But yeah, that's what your hive should look like if you are level 20 plus, level 19 or 18 even. And try the diamond hive if you have a few alt accounts and stuff, or just one alt account will be really useful. But yes though, I just wanted to show you guys the hive for now.